Hi guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, this came out so beautiful. Okay, we started this last Wednesday. This was done on last Wednesday's live. We did the Tumbler Burst using the live mix. So the live mix was this beautiful multi-dimensional gold. It's hard to see it on camera. It's a blend of like 6 different golds, like a champagne gold, silvery gold, yellowy gold, to get this gold. It's really, really, really pretty. But we did that on last week's live. And then the previous weeks, we had done the white, the green, and this light pale pink. So there's a like live mix, like 119, 20, 21, and 22. And I thought they would pair beautifully with this vinyl. Hello, Lakeisha. This is the vinyl from the Midnight Rider collection. It's black roses with some like aqua like splashes and leaves in background. And I was like, oh, there's no aqua in any of the colors, but it's like, I feel like this is just going to be a really pretty blend. This is a very 1920s or mid-century modern style design, and I loved it. So we've put 4 coats of clear glossy spray paint on it. I could have kept going with more, but that's where we're at with 4 coats. I did not. I thought I had rolls of vinyl in here, but I forgot I actually cleaned last week, and we took all the vinyl back in there. So we were going to originally lay this. Oh, you know what I do have? I have vinyl. Oh, thank you. So we're going to wrap that on a 20 tumbler. We've got a Hydrosport. And it's going to go on here. It's going to go on here. I measured this guy. So we got some measuring to do. I know, isn't it beautiful? I'm loving it. So hold on. What was I getting up to get? You guys, what was I getting up to get? The baby will not stay in this shirt. She refuses. Vinyl. That's right. I was going to get a vinyl. A sheet of it. White printable vinyl. There we go. Okay, I took all my rolls of vinyl in, but I just realized I have packs of our white printable vinyl in here, so we'll just use a piece of this. Okay. Hi, everybody. We'll use a sheet of this. Now, there are new things on the website. Happy guys. Happy week before Christmas. She is making herself very known. This is not a maternity shirt. That's also why. There's not like that extra material that a maternity shirt gives you. I just bought these like 2X tops from Amazon, and I was like, oh, they'll be good. And they were good 2 weeks ago. And then this week, Betty's like, I'm going to be making an appearance at the bottom of the shirt, like all the time, all day. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for being super patient with me being pregnant and disheveled, and, you know, c'est la vie. It's just kind of par for the course in my world. But now we've got a kid down with the flu, like 103 temperatures. This is her second day of 103 degrees for her temperature. So she took her to the doctor today. She's got a nebulizer. I love our doctor. He's not a pediatrician, but he is so thorough. He's like, she's got some congestion. We don't want it turning into pneumonia, so I'm going to give you this nebulizer. Yeah, she was swabbed, which she hated. Not COVID, not RSV, but it is the flu. So we've got her quarantined. We had her all quarantined yesterday because I was like, it's Christmas. We cannot get sick. So nobody touch anything that Jetsy touches. Yeah. Well, the other 2 were like, she's so lucky that she's sick because she gets to watch TV all day and play on her tablet and not go to school. All right. Yeah, he's phenomenal. I actually prefer going to him than my OBGYN. So my OBGYN is doing the baby stuff, but like my back's been hurting, my hips. And so I went into him instead because I just really like him. He's such a cool dude. He is such a good, he's not a pediatrician. He's a family practice, but anybody in our local area asks for a pediatrician, I'm like, oh, go to him. Hands down. He's fantastic. Okay. So we're going to be wrapping this. I'm going to actually stick it to a piece of printable vinyl. If you've never done this, it's sealed. I can do it without it. You do not have to do the vinyl part. But I thought I would show it to you guys because I've always just dropped these down on and not showed you guys how. But you can stick it to a piece of vinyl. It makes it a lot more firm, less flimsy to wrap. Also, if the internet completely fails on us down here, I'm sorry, we'll restart. I'll go up live up top. We've had internet problems since Friday. Our internet guy was here he showed up. He was like 12 years old. And I was like side-eyeing. I was like, okay, I don't want to like judge you on your age, but I am judging you on your age. He was very young. He was here for 6.5 hours. And our internet still didn't work this morning. And so it's been chaos over here. He does care. He's awesome. So here we go. We're going to do this, but we're going to do this in a minute. Let me show you guys what's up on the website. Okay, if anybody's noticing my razzle dazzle hair, that's what's on the website. I mean, not my hair, but this rhinestone set. Look at these. This set of rhinestones is up on the web. Look at, I swear my hair is clean. I just washed it. You know your hair is dried and needs some attention when you do this and it stays and it doesn't have a hair tie in it. Hashtag mom life. Hold on. Clean the lens. Look. When's the rhinestone glue coming back? I don't know. We don't have a delivery date. It's being manufactured right now. They're working on it. But everything in the month of December and January takes a long time because the shipping just backs up. So even if it would normally take like 2 weeks, it might take 4 weeks because of shipping. But look at this. I know, trust me, because I'm obsessed. I stole 4 tubes out of the inventory because I had the one. I took 4 more, but y'all bought it out. Once y'all realize how awesome it is, you bought it out. And I also realized how awesome it is. But isn't this beautiful? This is today's rhinestone set. Look at it. I know, Nancy, we're trying. It's beautiful. This is just a dollar store hair clip. And then I rhinestoned it with today's rhinestones. All right, so let's go through this. Okay. Also, if anybody is on TikTok and you've seen that laser hair removal thing advertised and you're like, oh, I don't know, it's expensive, but I wonder if it works. It works. I have not shaved my armpits in 2 months because it just 3 sessions, whoop, all the hair was gone. It doesn't hurt at all. Okay. I'm not sponsored. I'm letting you all know if you decide to commit and buy that thing, it works. Okay, hi guys. All right, here we go. Out on a Limb collection. This is called Out on a Limb. You are going to see why. Oh, let me take the fisheye off. This is called Out on a Limb collection. By the way, with all the weight that I've gained, my sister has a more round face than I do. She's got my dad's face, and I have my mom's long, narrow face. And since I've gained all this weight, I look in the camera now today, and I'm like, oh, I look just like my sister. I look just like my sister. Okay, here we go. Out on a Limb collection. Now, actually, let me start with the things that are not in the designer pack. They launched today to go along with it, but they're not in the designer pack. Okay, here are the things that go along with it, but are not in the pack. Okay, we have the pen mold insert set of 5. Okay, you get 5 of these little inserts. They're $1.25. And then we have 2 pens. They're almost like magic wands style. Ooh, I'm going to be making these for my kids. We do Harry Potter viewing nights. We've started the Crimes of Grindelwald or whatever those are. The Fantastic Beasts. I don't know how they can watch them. My kids get scared at like Ursula on Little Mermaid, but they love Harry Potter's. I'm like, I feel like Harry Potter's can get a little bit like, and I look over them and they're just, but I'm not kidding you. If like there's a suspense moment in cartoons, they're like, ah! And then Harry Potter, they're like, there's a snake like going down the dark hallway and they're like, all right. So these are the pens. See, they kind of look like Harry Potter wands. They look like magic wands. They're just real fun. And you take the pen insert. If you haven't seen these done, if you haven't played with these yet. They have a little red tip when you get them. See the little red tip? Leave it on there. That's to protect the ballpoint. You take that, there's a little hole in the bottom of this pen, and you poke it in there so you can see the pen down in there. That's going to protect that metal part and the tip from getting epoxy on it. And then you look in here and see there's a little toggle in there, little tab. You actually take that and you put that in the back of the pen. So that's going to plug the back. It protects the front and it plugs the back and holds it kind of in the middle. And then you just carefully pour your epoxy in. Now I would pour your epoxy in with I would just blop it in there, because what it's going to do is the epoxy is going to go down on it and it's going to put weight on the pen as it pours in and goes, and it'll push it down. So I would apply it. I would put my epoxy in here with a big pipette. I would use a pipette. I would cut the tip, but I would use it to carefully squeeze the resin inside each side. Okay. So that you don't weigh down that pen and push it to one side. Sink it kind of. Okay. Okay. There's 2 of them. And then but these are not part of the designer pack, guys. These are just being launched because they kind of work with this collection. Okay. So you can get the 5-pack of the pen inserts. They're $1.25 for 5 of them. And then each of the molds is $2.75. So you can get the pen mold for $2.75 and the pack of pens, okay, for $1.25. So basically this is like a $4. If you buy 1 pack of pens and one, you can make 5 pens. It costs you $4. You got like $1 in there, and then like $1 in your epoxy, $2 in your epoxy. It makes a great little custom gift. All right, so those are up on the website. The last thing that's up on the website that's individually not part of the designer pack is this steampunk feather. I call it steampunk because my brain does this all in brasses and coppers and makes it very steampunky looking, but it's kind of a mandala feather with some daisies on it. Okay. It's little, it's keychain size or even pendants. I like big pendants. So this would be a pendant for me. And like, this would be real pretty. And then wire wrap it, like do the details and maybe like gold leaf, like brush on adhesive just on the ridges, and then gold leaf it, have like gold leafed edges on a pretty thing, and then do some wire wrapping on here. Okay, this guy is $5. He's a custom mold. Okay. 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 Now we're going to go through the designer pack really quick, and then we're going to jump into that tumbler. Unfortunately, my lives are going to be a little bit shorter. I might be doing bursts through the days in the coming days. Well, coming through the holiday. I leave on Thursday. I'll be going live quickly just to talk about what's going on during the holidays with you guys. But I check out. I'm going to California with my family for 10 days. But my hips 2 days ago started just saying no. It's very hard for me to sit upright. No, that does not mean the seal is broken. Gina, what happens when they make these tumblers? It is a solid metal steel, and they go and a little laser like gores out that center hole. Okay. And then it usually pulls it out. Occasionally it falls in there, like the machine doesn't get the little, not the plug, but the little metal circle, and it ends up in the cup, and then they vacuum seal it and plug it. Okay. But that little piece is still in there. So when it's rattling, there's going to be people that are like, oh, the seal is broken. That has nothing to do with the seal is broken. It just means that that little hole that they drilled, they lasered out when they made the cups, accidentally went inside instead of coming out. It's very rare, but it does happen. And then they sealed it in there because it was a machine that made it. It does not mean the seal is broken. The way you can tell if a seal is broken is put ice in it. Put ice water in it, set it on a counter. If it sweats on the outside, then the seal is broken. If it does not sweat on the outside, your seal is safe. It just rattles around. The rattlers I keep for myself, or I give to my mom or family member and just tell them, like, it's got a little something in there. It has nothing to do with. Yeah, no, oh no, don't worry about it. It's just a little something inside there. But yeah, I can't sit on these hips for straight up and down for very long. I'll do as long as I can. But even walking, it feels like someone's just jabbing ice picks as I take a step. So, okay, here we go. Out on a limb. This one's beautiful. This one's gonna go right next to my favorite. Oh, my mom stole that cup. I don't even have the Mad Alice Dark Tea Party, the Mad Tea Party Dark. My mom stole that cup. Remember, I rhinestoned that cup for myself. My mom was like, really like it. So I gave it to my mom. This is going to be right up there with my Mad Alice Dark. It's a dark purple theme. That one has more golds and stuff in it. This one is just blues and aquas. This is like very peacock feather. It needs a little green for peacock feather, but very, okay. So your rhinestone set, out on a limb, multiple colored rhinestones. It's $21. These are going to, wait, yes, $21. You get 100 grams. Okay. So when you get it, you'll get 2 of these. 100 grams. These are resin rhinestones, guys. These will do, so this will do a 30-ounce tumbler easily. Okay. So for $21, you get a full set of these, enough to do a 30-ounce tumbler. I know. So I just went to the dollar store with my kiddos on Friday, and I was determined. Friday night, I started rhinestoning. It's still little at a time. Got my guide rows in, then slept, came in the next morning, did a couple little, finished it up last night. I didn't go all the way down. I don't want to go into where my hair will be because it'll get stuck in my hair, but it's just very simple. But I love my purples and blues, my aquas. So this is, of course, now my new favorite hair clip. All right, so $21 gets you the set of rhinestones. There is a new charm up. It is a gold hammered charm. So it's a rectangle, but you can see it's not just like a flat gold. It's like, we call it hammered, where it's kind of distressed. It's really fun and unique. These are $1 a piece. You can buy them individually, okay? The bird teardrop earrings. It's like a little swirl, and it has the bird. Okay, those are $2.50. This is to make a 3D bird. Okay, it makes 2 birds, I believe. Yes, this makes 2 different birds. You make the pieces kind of like a little puzzle piece, and the tail and the wings attached on the tail, and the tail would go. So here's your tail, here's your wings. The tail would slide in here, the wings would slide in there. It makes a 3D, and it's got a little hole. So you can make little wind chimes or like little sun catchers and things. So you get like a big and a little. Okay. This is $3.50. This is a screaming deal on this mold. $3.50 for the bird mold. Okay. That is these. Now the things I'm showing you are in the designer pack. The Paxi Caviar beads, new color. Bloop. If you've not seen these, oh, these are hard to explain. They're really pretty inside of snow globes. Okay, they're really pretty inside of snow globes. Sorry, I'm going to try to catch the light here without glare. They're like little tiny round balls, and they're slightly different colors. So it's almost like a custom blend of glitter, but inside these little, I don't know how to explain it, but they're called caviar. We call them epoxy beads. They are the purple. We have purple and we have white. Okay, so we have purple and white. They're in these bottles. They're a little bit easier to store. You can put them in, store them in with your micas. Those are in the, what's it called? The designer pack. So if you've never joined us, today is Monday. It's a little mini collection. Everything that launches today is kind of meant to work together. You can find everything at iwantglitter.com. You're going to click on today's deals. You're going to see it right there. There's also a ton of Christmas stuff on sale. There's like hundreds of items on sale. So if you have not poked around into the website, if you've been busy, I get it. We're all holiday shopping. It's chaos. If you haven't poked around on the website, it's a really good time to just jump in there and look around because there is a lot of stuff on sale and there's a lot of new stuff launching. So keep an eye out. All right. So here we go. So far, we've got the rhinestones. We've got the charm. We've got the birds. We got the birds out on the limb. See? Birds sitting on a limb of a tree. The birds on the little spiral and 2 caviar beads. Okay, those are in the designer pack. Then we have the instant transfers. Get a load of this one. This is size for a standard 20 ounce, but again, all 20 ounces are slightly variable. You might have to trim a little bit off the edge. But how beautiful. This is an instant transfer. This is not a regular vinyl. This is an instant transfer sheet. This can be cut just like a regular vinyl, and it can be fully wrapped just as it is. It is so vibrant. It is like jumps off the page. It almost the lights, the way the lights have, they like have little like light rays coming off of them if you look up real close, and it almost looks like it's actually lit up. It's so, I know, Gina. So that's number one. And then instant transfer number two. Now this is a standard 8.5 by 11. We just did a standard size. You can cut this to anything. This will fit on a tumbler. This will go on a, I believe, 22. This will go on a 22 fatty, this size, but it can be cut down. You're going to be seeing me cut vinyl today, so it's very easy. Try to get this without. I just cut it on this. My husband keeps texting. All you have to do is look at the live. Hold on. I have to text my husband because he's going to keep calling. Ah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so these are the two full sheets. Okay, so this is what the two full sheets are. It's a mini pack. This is a mini pack. This is not going to be a full one where you get like 7 sheets. Okay, this is just a little mini. They look beautiful together. You can coordinate these together, make matching mommy and me cups. Just make a section of cups. Like I say, when you do vendor events, it's very appealing to the eye to have certain cups that are very similar in style to each other in sections. So your eye is drawn to like American flag ones and a pretty vibe that all these like this collection, just do a whole collection of cups and display them together with everything that's in like this collection. Do a full rhinestone cup with these, do a full wrap with this, with a nice pretty like glitter butt. Do like a piece of this or a split cup with this, or something like this. You can cut these just like these and do the sections, and then use those pieces that when you cut this down into the pieces, use them in multiple different cups and multiple different patterns, and then have that little section in your booth, or do that as like your theme for the week. Like this week on my Facebook page, it's all going to be purples and aquas, and then all your cups, all your posts. So when somebody opens up your page and scroll, it's a very visually appealing set, right? Okay. Then here are the decals that go along with that. Hello. If you have not seen it, maybe if you might have seen my post in the group, there's a post about copyright. So if you notice, we never do like Grinch cups, or we talk about Grinch cups because you can make a Grinch cup, but we never really talk about it. We don't sell those kind of decals. We don't sell the Little Debbie decals. We don't sell Disney stuff. We don't sell that because it's all copyrighted. If you are on TikTok, you have seen it. It is all over. So it's all over social media, but it's really flooded on TikTok right now. There was a lady who was sued by Luke Combs, who's a country singer, because she was selling Luke Combs tumblers. She got sued. The judgment went against her for $250,000. She took it to the news, was whining and complaining about getting sued for stealing. I mean, I don't know why you're complaining. You stole. But she was, you know, woe is me. I have hospital bills to pay. It's just, I'm a small business, my family, woe is me. It's okay that I steal from people because I need to. Anyway, as you can see, I have no sympathy. But Luke Combs came out and said, I feel bad for you. I did not know this was going on. I have a whole legal department that manages and, you know, da da da. And he like gave her $5,000. I don't. He gave her some money, like, cause like she got her Amazon account shut down. She was selling this stuff on Amazon, illegal. And so yeah, we have all made copyright items. Yes. We all say they're personal use. So my caution to you guys, one, that's why we don't sell it, because it's against the law. Like it is, you cannot take a Disney image. I cannot sell you Disney images. I don't have licensing to sell you Disney images. It costs millions of dollars. So if you are buying Disney images on, if you are buying images on Etsy, it does not mean that you can use those images to make stuff. If you are buying Grinch images from a company like Grinch decals, they're doing it illegally. There's no way there's a small business that isn't Walmart, Target, Costco, these big brands that have millions of dollars that have negotiated these terms. There's no way a company that's selling instant transfers, or they call them DTU, but other companies call them, they're different than ours, but they're called DTFs. There's no other company there's no way that they have spent like $5 million to get the rights to sell Grinch, NFL, Little Debbie's, like any of that stuff. So if you buy it from somebody else, that was already against the law. I mean, you're not going to get in trouble because you don't know what they have the licensing for. You just assume they do, but they could get in huge trouble. And then, but if you sell it, even if you buy it from someone who's licensed, so let's say you buy a sticker from Walmart, who does have the licensing, and you buy a Disney sticker, you cannot put that Disney sticker onto Tumblr and sell it. When you buy it from a licensed vendor, you're buying it as a personal use item. You cannot resell that and make money off of it. And basically what the law really whittles down to is that if the company that owns the image isn't making money on the sale, then it is against the copyright. So if you are not, like, if the company didn't benefit from you selling that tumbler to your customer with their licensed image on it, you can get hit. The crazy thing about this woman is, even stop calling me. Even after this lawsuit, getting sued, she goes on the news and she's showing like all these other tumblers that were like Disney and Scream, the movie Scream with the mat in the face. Oh, man, like showing all these copyright things. Like this, I'm like, good lady, you just made yourself even very, very public and very, very viral, showing even more stuff in her Instagram. So do you use the do not disturb option? Yes. Yeah, she super exposed herself. Yeah. Yeah. Angela's like, yeah. I was like, stop showing all that. I was like, yeah, did you not learn your lesson? And Disney, 100%. NFL, Harley, these companies, they don't give a hoot. They are not going to come back to you and be like, oh, Nike, nope. Even so, there was a woman who got sued by Nike because she said she had a succulent company and she sold succulent bowls, like little cute bowls with succulent gardens in them. And she had her store, she said, just suck it, SUCCIT. And she got sued and she got a judgment against her for like $200,000 or $300,000. And she was like, but they have such a strong copyright and they go after anybody. They don't care. They make examples of people. They don't care. So anyway, this comes down to, this is us helping you make original designs. When we put these bundles together, it's for us to help you guys make original designs that you can sell, that you can have fun with, and that you can create beautiful, unique, your own products. Yeah, Disney will not be kind. If it's a personal use, which means you are making it, if you buy the sticker from somewhere that's a licensed vendor and you make yourself something with it, that is fine. The minute you give it away to somebody, even if you give it to somebody, I'm just telling you the black and white law. I'm not telling you any gray areas. I'm telling you black and white. Even if you give that cup to somebody else, because the law also specifies it has nothing to do with whether you made money. It also has to do with is that the company did not make money. So you gave somebody a Lilo, I say Lulu because that's my dog's name, Lilo and Stitch cup that you made with a sticker that you bought at Disneyland, and then you gave it to your friend. The point is that the friend, you did not buy another gift for your friend, or no money, like the company did not benefit financially from that friend gaining that cup that now has theirs. It's a web, but just make your own things. Create your own unique designs that are not copyrighted and that have access to be able to be sold. Yes, if it's something is more than 75 years old, I believe Maleficent, the original, don't quote me on that. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It's Alice in Wonderland and the steampunk Mickey. And I believe there's another one that's coming loose. I think it's once there's a certain age, they run out of copyright. It's a certain age limit, but I can't remember. It's like steampunk Mickey, yes. Yeah, the big companies or artists and stuff, they have literally companies, entities that their big job, and they make money suing people. So just be aware. When you post it on your Instagram, you post it on your Facebook, you post it on social media, put it on Etsy, you put it on Etsy will pull your shop down and close you down, by the way. I got a warning from Disney, and all I did was put there was like a phrase on the cup, nowhere in my description, nowhere in my tags, nowhere in nothing. It was just a phrase on the cup. And I got a cease and desist, which I immediately obviously followed. Start 95 years. Thank you guys. Anyway, the whole point is I'm not your legal advice. You're going to do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you it happens. It's real. People get sued and they don't go after you for like the cost of that one cup. They can just hammer you, especially if they can prove that you've got months of selling these cups and you're selling on Amazon. It's a big web. They go after you when they know they can get the money. Yeah. No, I'm not rich and it's not worth the risk, right? Yeah. Some people like to play with fire. Okay, so we make all these fun decor and these beautiful things. We create these so that you can make some other really cool, unique, creative, beautiful, personal one-in-one designs. So here we go. This is what's in the designer pack. Again, you got the beautiful rhinestones, which is, these are the rhinestones. Okay, this is the rhinestone set. I made myself a cute little hair clip. Y'all inspired me to make these clips. I love it. Here are decals. So you got the rhinestone set. You get 100 grams. Okay. This is all in the designer pack. You get the earrings. You get a pendant. You can make a whole necklace set. You get these. This makes 3D birds, hanging birds. Okay. Then you get the 2 full sheets. Sorry, I just went off on a total tangent there, but it's a big topic. We've always talked about it for 5 years. We've brought this up. There's always new people in the industry that just don't know, and they assume because they bought an image off of Etsy, like a Disney image, that they can use it because they bought it. But that's not it. If it's on Etsy, it's copyright protected, and they're in trouble and they're in violation. Unless you're buying the image from Disney with copyright, it's in violation. There's no way. Okay. Oop. Okay, then here are the instant transfers that go along with this. I mean, we'll just hold these up. How beautiful. Okay, instant transfer number 1. You can see these all at the website. On the website, it's iwantglitter.com. You click on today's deals. And trust me, we've all made mistakes with copyrights. We're doing our best, right? We're trying. Sometimes you don't even realize you're doing it. But if you're doing it with Disney, Harley, any big company, any movie, any music artist, Taylor Swift, if you're doing anything, you cannot do that. It's very obvious. The gray area is when it's something small and you think you have licensing through it, or people are like, oh, I got it on Google. Google doesn't give you licensing. It's just everything. Everything is on Google. Be the energy you want to attract. Good vibes. Okay. Purple, beautiful purple and teal feather. splotch, which, I mean, this is why we love the splotches, because then you can put it behind any of these fun decals, right? So we're going to give you this, we're giving you the splotch. So you can put it somewhere on your tumbler. If you just do a white tumbler, you can put a splotch and then some words, and then you've added a little pop of color. Starbucks and White Claw, those are, yep. If it's a brand of something, Little Debbie snack cakes, that one's viral at Christmas. Those people are waving a red flag to the company. Okay, bloop. Bloop. Now, if you are curious about a copyright, you can Google it. It's all public domain. You can go and find out like what is about. Sorry, I'm on my regular personal phone because my work phone, I upgraded it and got a new one so we get a better picture when we're live. But it has a totally different charging system, and I don't have that charger in here. And I didn't know that until I sat down, and that phone's about to die. So I had to go live on my personal phone. So we're getting a lot of text messages while I'm live with you guys. Sorry. Oop, that's upside down. Birds out on a limb. Birds on a limb. Okay. Bloop. There is a vinyl decal pack for this set, and there is the vinyl decal pack is $43.20 on sale. It's $69.50 regular price. It's on sale for $43. The designer pack is $104 regular, and it's on sale for $74. Oh yeah, for the love of God, don't do anything Marilyn Monroe. You don't do that. Okay, so you've got this. I love these. So you got this big, beautiful daisy. Love this one. Okay. Then you got more birds. Another birds on a limb, different birds, different branches, different limbs. Okay. My brain sees this going across, like, how pretty would this be wrapped on this tumbler? And then the birds are coming off of like where the wedge, right off the edge, whoosh, coming through. Okay. Then you got the sparrows. Now I have this tumbler back here that has been waiting for this collection. Oh, I'm so pregnant. Hold on. I have this tumbler we did a while back, and it's literally been waiting for this collection. This has Curtis, or I believe I used steel on this cup, steel or Curtis on the bottom, and then we dripped alcohol ink onto the white glitter, and then we sealed it in with clear glossy spray paint, got a nice smooth surface. Then we put this live mix over the top. This live mix is sold out, but a good close match to this is going to be like Austin or Salem or even Hallow or not Hamish is the green one. Hallow, or what's the dark blue one? My brain's freaking out. But anywho, and then we got a nice smooth surface on that, and it's been waiting for this collection. These are the same birds. We use them as vinyl cutouts for our peekaboo. But how pretty are these going to be on my busy little cup going around? These are the sparrows and all the different sizes. Okay. Success. Yep. So this is the sparrows. I'm going to be putting them on here. Okay. Another bird on the branch. Oh, that's the same one. Sorry, it slid into the butterflies. Actually, these would be really pretty on there too. And then this really pretty arrow with the feathers. Okay. So this decal pack has 2 full sheets, one that wraps a 20, one that wraps up to a 22 ounce, can be cut down. And then it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 individual decals, but 1, 2 of them have multi-use on them, where you can use these on keychains, pen wraps. You could do like a matching pen and do a pen wrap, and then have these on your tumbler. Okay. So that is in the decal pack for this one. It is a very, very workable, easy to use bundle. Okay. Very easy to use. If you missed the rhinestone reveal, you will get 100. These are sold individually, separate as well. You can get 100 grams. They are the jelly rhinestones, or we call them resin rhinestones. Okay. You get 100 grams, which is enough to do a 30-ounce tumbler. I don't have a 30-ounce tumbler handy. I mean, it's over there, but I'm so pregnant it ain't coming over here. This is them. Forest, yes. Well, Forest is chunky. He would be hard to do with this guy because those birds are very detailed. You'd want to use a fine glitter. Gavin would be a blue, one of our blue holographics. But this is the rhinestone set. This is these guys. So some of the dark purples that you're seeing are actually the back of some of the rhinestones. So it kind of confuses it in the bag. That's why I'd like to try to have something rhinestones to show you guys. There we go. There's the lighting, so you guys get a little bit better view. There we go. There you get this glitter with the light. Okay, so this is today's rhinestone set. It's $21. You get enough to do a 30-ounce tumbler or enough to do a grip load of projects. Grip of projects, little things like this. These would make good stocking stuffers. I just went to Dollar Store, bought a bunch of these little, I think they call them alligator clips. I don't know. I don't wear them very often because they're usually not decorated pretty enough. And I got my big old rhinestone one. See, now I got my all jazzed up. Now, normally I would wear that in the back, but for you guys, I'm wearing it in the front. I just have a little deco in the back, but today, so you can see it on the live. Okay, all those things, and there's 2 new epoxy beads up at the top, up on the website. Okay, those are all the things on the website. Now let's wrap this tumbler. Okay, so go to the website iwantglitter.com, click on today's deals. You're going to see all this new stuff up there. If you are dying and loving this rhinestone set, these collections, it'll be up there until it sells out. You are coming down to the wire also for the gift card, the buy one, get one, give one. If you don't know how that works. Oh, no. Oh, for Pete's sake. We have a gift card deal right now. It's a buy one, get one, give one, which means you buy one gift card, you get a little bonus gift card, and then it automatically triggers in the system for get a little mini gift card, like a little $5 gift card to be given to another member of our Facebook group at random. It will be just randomly gifted. So it's called buy one, get one, give one. So it's, I don't have the exact details, so I don't want to say it wrong, and I don't have my computer to bring it up. But it's basically like buy $50, a $50 gift card, get a $5 gift card, give a $5 gift card, I believe. And I believe the $100 gift card is buy $100. I can't remember if it's a $10 gift card or a $20 gift card. I can't remember because my brain just doesn't hold any information. It's like literally Emily goes, this is what it's going to be. And then later I'm like, oh, but I'm deaf, so I couldn't hear you in the ear. I don't even think you told me. I just don't remember. My brain just turned it like it goes into the mashed potatoes, like butter and mashed potatoes. And then just my brain is mashed potatoes. All right. Let's wrap this tumbler. Okay, so this is a 10-inch. She cut it for a 10-inch, which I think is a 30-ounce. And it's actually, I'm putting it on a 20-ounce. So we're gonna cut it down. I already measured. I did I pre-measured. Okay. 10 and 5. Oh, thank you, Joyce. Buy one $100 gift card, get a $15 gift card, give a $5 gift card. Yes, that's right. Okay. And Emily knows because she's the one who set it all up. Buy one, get one, give one. So, and I'm telling you guys, that little $15 makes a difference, especially when you're buying all the stuff that we put on sale. You got your black tie on, right? Yay. Now I'm going to tell you guys a little sneak peek, and I'm telling you guys, keep this in mind. We have 12 black ties. We have 12 black ties. We always save a few back in case in shipping something happens or whatever. We have them as a backup. We have 12. We're going to launch them available on December 27th. 23rd, 24th, 25th, December 27th. Those 12 will come up. They are going to sell out in 14 seconds. But I'm just telling you guys, if you missed it on Black Friday, there will be 12. There will be a very, very small opportunity to grab it on the 27th. Just saying. Now I will not talk about it again because it'll just make people crazy. But you 112 people that are watching, you will know that that's coming. That's what I'm saying. Buy yourself a gift card. Spend $100, get $115. Especially if you know you buy stuff from us every week, might as well get a bunch of them. It's an automatic 15% discount because you're getting free $15. And then when we put this stuff on sale, it's like that's a bonus. Just saying. All right. All right, so we're going to do this guy. Now, let's do it. Let's get this on a cup. All right, so what we're going to do here, this is a double-sided adhesive sheet. We did this on Wednesday. We used the live mix number 119, 120, 121, and 122. Those are the glitter colors on here. So they are all, well, I don't know if they're all still available, but they were all available at the time of doing this one. And I just love the colors together. I love the concept of this Art Deco-y look. The design that I cut, this is on a double-sided adhesive sheet. We sell these big double-sided adhesive sticky pieces of paper. They've got sticky on both sides. So it's like just like a double-sided piece of tape, but just bigger. Thank you, Crystal. So what you then do is we're going to take the backing off. So you got to be careful. We're going to get in here with our X-Acto knife. It's not an X-Acto knife. It's a Lily and Rose craft knife, but our little craft knife. I can't see. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. I cannot see. Okay. Okay, you want the sticky part to stay up and you want to peel that backing away. Okay, so we got that separated, keeping the sticky part down, peeling the backing away. Okay, so we're going to reveal that. Okay, then I'm going to very carefully take this and I'm going to place it down on this sheet of vinyl. It doesn't have to be directly in the middle because it just needs to be on there because it's not, the sticky double-sided adhesive sheet is bigger than the vinyl. So we're going to be cutting it down anyway. So we have extra. We got extra space. All right. So then we're going to take our scissors. I can take my glasses off now. We're going to take the scissors. Oh, I just had them. Because I was just cutting with them. Where did I put them? Well, this is always a fun game. I'll use my little scissors. Okay. So now we're going to go and we're going to cut the excess off. So we got this. This is just excessive double-sided adhesive sheet. I could have cut this off a little bit before too. We're going to do it right now just to get it out of the way. I left it so that I had something to hold on to, so I didn't have to worry about being so close to the sticky. Okay, now we're here. Now I've pre-measured this. I needed 9 1/4 for my design. So I did 9 1/4. Okay. Oh, you guys, I had all this stuff sitting on my desk. Where did the pen go? My life. There we go. Okay, so we've got 9 1/4. Here's my quarter. I'm going to put my... Now, this is me eyeballing it. If I was in reality, I should be doing this on my Cricut machine to make sure it's more perfect. But I don't have a Cricut in here, so we're just rolling with the flow. And Morgan would murder me with her death eyes if I went in there and said, I need you to cut this on the Cricut for me. Okay, so we're just willy-nillying it. It's going to probably be slightly off because I'm not great at measurements and things. Okay, so now, this is why I wanted the big one, so I can do big cuts. I have not actually tried to do this on one of these. Let's see how it goes. The goal here is to make it, it's a little too big. Let me remeasure. Before I start cutting, let me remeasure. I had my measuring tape. There's not even that much on my desk yet. I can't find anything. And I just used it. 9 1/4. We've got 9. We got a little bit over 9 1/4. So we might have a little overlap. But I'm giving myself some grace because I'm doing this by eyeballing. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. I'm going off of the line itself, not by lining it up on this paper, because the bottom of the vinyl isn't straight. I just kind of because remember I just kind of wonky-donkeyed it on there. So like, I don't want to use this as my guideline, the top of this, because this wasn't laid onto that sheet of vinyl straight. It was just plopped on there. I'm going by the actual line I created. All right. Now we have that. Now I'm going to cut the excess paper off and the extra sticky. I'm going to go right on the edge, right on the edge. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Now remember down here, I knew I'd made a mistake with that double-sided adhesive. We are aware of that. I'm not super stressed about it. It is what it is. Okay, now I'm going to put down my, so now now how we have this is we have this Tumbler Burst. We used our Lily and Rose double-sided adhesive sheets. You can find them on our website. Just search double-sided or double-sided adhesive sheets. It'll pop up in our search bar. You can also find it under like our vinyls and stuff. Okay, and we cut this on a Cricut. We also cut this sheet of vinyl from the Midnight Rider collection, which is back up on the website. And I used pieces out of that. But see, obviously this piece of vinyl could be used multiple times for different things. You can use all those little cuts for other things. I just used the pieces, placed them in there, and used this side. This is all glitter is attached to that double-sided adhesive sheet. Okay, so now we've got our cup. We've got this guy. Now, this is where I am fail army every single time. I am struggle bus central when it comes to dropping something down straight. I don't know what it is. I have like an allergy to it, and I cannot do it. Emily is the queen. I get really darn close sometimes, but I'm not good at it. I have a laser even. It don't help me. I'm just like a point, shoot, and hope and pray, because it doesn't matter how much measuring I do. It doesn't matter how much planning I do. It's going to either be straight or it's not. And 90% of the time it's not. I don't know what it is. When I'm not live, I can fiddle and diddle for 20 minutes and make sure when I'm live, you guys, I can't. I get stressed out and I get anxiety from like just you guys watching me fiddle diddle. So I can't fiddle diddle. So I literally just eyeball when I'm live and go, that looks pretty darn good. That'll do. Okay. I'm pretty good at it. So why did I use the vinyl instead of putting it on the cup? Because the vinyl is going to make it much more less floppy. When you start peeling it off of the paper, all you have is that super thin, sticky sheet with a little glitter on it, and it's really flimsy, floppy, and it tends to want to go and stick down to the cup when you're not ready for it to stick down to the cup. And if you try to lift it up, it will rip. If you put that piece of vinyl on the back of it, it makes it to where it's a lot more stable. It's not going to just go and flop down. It's got a little bit of like edge to it. Also, if it sticks down because it's backed with the vinyl and you have to peel it up, you're peeling it with the vinyl, right? So the vinyl will peel up. So if we lay this down, we're going to lay 1/4 of an inch of it down. You're going to see here just a second. And I do a test wrap and it's not right. I can still lift it up and replace it. If you only use the double-sided adhesive sheet with no vinyl back, that is you saying, I'm the master at this. I don't need a second go. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to wrap it and it's going to be good. And you know that it's going to be good. Because once you put that 1/4 of an inch down, and you do a test wrap and it's not right, you cannot lift it back up. That double-sided adhesive sheet will just fall apart. It will just rip apart. You can't pull it up. Okay. So that's why we use the double-sided adhesive sheet. No, sorry, the vinyl underneath. You can use any vinyl. You can use clear vinyl, regular vinyl, cheap vinyl from Amazon. Like, it doesn't have to be a fancy vinyl. I only had a regular printable vinyl in here. I thought I had rolls sitting here, but the girls cleaned them up. So I didn't have any cheapy vinyl to work with. So we just rolled with it. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel back the backing. The glitter on this was sealed in with about 4 coats. It was exactly 4 coats. I'm sorry, not about. We did 4 coats of clear glossy spray paint. So you can see what I'm doing here is I'm pulling back this edge of this vinyl. This is the printed vinyl, the printable vinyl. Okay, and then I just push that down, and I've got about 1/4 of an inch exposed. Right, that is going to be our tester. So we're going to take it, and I'm going to put it right up against the butt of this blue line. Okay, all the way. I go a little bit down from the top. I'm going to have a little lip at the top. I want that because I want the epoxy to touch the cup. But you don't want to be on the curve on the bottom either. Otherwise, you'll get buckling. So you have to kind of put yourself right in between that curve and that lip on the top and get your perfect spot. Moved. Okay, stick it down. Just touch it in. Okay. So now that little 1/4 of an inch is attached to the cup. So it's stuck on there. Okay. Now we can do a test wrap. I'm going to press down and make sure that little piece that's folded over the back doesn't really affect it. And we're going to carefully just test. This is going to tell you if you got straight or not. Okay. I know that it's straight, and I know that it's going to overlap an absolute hair of space. But you can see the top is pretty darn good. So I eyeballed that one, but look how pretty it's going to come together when it meets. This one needs, I can see that I'm going to be overlapped a tiny hint, and because we're doing this by eye and we're like kind of, what the heck? You guys, my big cutter, oh, here it is. I was going to say my big cutter is huge. How did I misplace that? Okay, I need to take off just a small little hair. I'm going to actually turn it over. I need just a hint, a whisper taken off the edge. I'm putting it glitter side down because it's going to be easier for the cutter to go through. Okay, I'm doing like a 1.5 millimeters. I'm literally just doing a whisper of trimmed off. Really hard. It didn't catch very well to go. Cut it by hand. Smidge right there. Okay. Okay. Rewrap. And I got one more little whisper. So that's why I'm just going to go slow and steady with this portion. Because if you get too short, then it goes too short real fast. So I don't want to be too short. I'd rather be slightly over. Perfect. Okay. I'm not going to take any more. If I go over, it's going to be just slightly. Very, very slight. Okay. Whoop. I got to plug you guys in. Hold on. Low battery. All right, if you haven't joined us, there is a bunch of new stuff on the website today. It is the Out on a Limb collection. It's a new rhinestone collection and a whole new instant transfer set. You can find it at iwantglitter.com. You're going to click on today's deals, and you're going to see it all right there. Oh, that's going to be perfect. Okay, that's going to be perfect. So this one almost looks like it's a little too far away, but I also know that because that little hump right there with that piece that's folded under, that's going to give me another little whisper of space that way. So it's going to be perfect. So we're going to go ahead and pull our blue tape up. And we're going to start applying this. So go to iwantglitter.com. What are you looking for that's out of stock? Oh, the double-sided adhesive is out of stock. Okay, I'll talk to girls when I get off the live and I'll ask. It might be out of stock. I'm sorry. It's been so chaotic. Let's be honest. It has been absolutely nuts here since Spooktacular. We have not like regained footing since Spooktacular, because Spooktacular is bonkers, and we have Black Tie, and then we have Battle Box, and we have swag bag, and we have the new glitter subscription coming out. If you have not heard about our new glitter subscription, we're calling it Sparkle Box. It's a whole new process of getting and buying and making glitter. It's amazing. It's going to be super fun with you guys. But that is a subscription, and we've been building up for that. It's been, and I'm pregnant, so I'm still working the same amount, but I'm like, physically I'm doing the same amount of things, but mentally I'm just struggling. But physically I'm now starting to really struggle. This baby's getting big and heavy, and it's been and I'm old. So we're just hanging in for dear life. Yes. So I will ask. I should know what's going on with my company, but we have so many moving parts here at Lily and Rose. It's not as simple as just like, oh, is that a sock? We have like 550 different items. So I can't keep up. Especially with you guys, because you guys, I'll be like, you're like, oh, that's sold out. I'm like, we just put that up there like 2 days ago. You guys are crazy. Yeah, you're going to still have, oh, there's a live mix Wednesday. There's a spectacular live mix Wednesday. It is Wednesday's live mix is chef's kiss on the white. Now I know white, this is a beautiful white. This is a live mix. This is a totally different style of live mix white though. Wait until you see it. I custom cut shapes. Anyway, enough about Wednesday. That'll be in 2 days. You'll see. All right. So here we go. Now, because this is firm and it's got glitter on it, we can't really use our squeegee because I don't want to scratch it and I don't want to damage my glitter or my vinyl. So we're just going to do this by hand. I know we love glitter. We're obsessed. Wait till you see it. You guys are going to die. All right. So we're just wrapping this on here. Just working that down. We don't want any buckling. So just be very aware and slow and careful. Okay. Press all the way around the edges. Make sure that the bottom and the top get stuck down. And again, I do leave a little lip on stuff like this to make sure that the epoxy comes in contact with the stainless steel. That's important. So you don't get delamination. And we're just going to work our way around. Now the glitter is staying in place very well because we sealed this with 4 coats of clear glossy spray paint, and that's really holding that glitter down well. Okay. And we're just going to walk this one all the way off. Normally we don't, we just do a little testing, but I know that this is measured pretty much dead on where I want it to be. There might be a whisper of overlap, but we're going to roll with it. Okay, I'm going to just roll. This is to get it pressed down really well. Okay. Now, if you're curious, this is live mix number 119, 120, and 121. So if you want a beautiful combination, I probably would not have chosen those colors to put together just out of the blue in my brain. Yes, I would have. But it really came inspired because Diane cleaned up my space in here and I had all those live mixes and she had them in bowls lined up on the counter. And I was like, oh, those look really good together. Those 4 weeks in a row. And so then last week I specifically blended this gold to go with these other 3 because I was like, this needs a gold. And so I blended that gold and made so we could make this cup. All right. So this is the back. They don't line up perfectly because I took that little hair only off one side. I should have done hair on this side, a hair on that side, a hair on this side, but I didn't but it won't matter because my whole plan is I'm going to put a stripe and then we're going to do stripe, stripe, stripe. We're going to stripe this out with detail tape. And then I'm actually going to epoxy a smooth surface. And then I'm going to take some of the leftover vinyl and I'm going to do a V in this going this way. Okay, so we're going to be epoxying this smooth and then adding more vinyl and some more detailing tape. Okay, so this is live mix number 119, 120, 121, and 122 all in a cup. And it's a little very Art Deco-y. Tumbler Bursts are fun. The double-sided adhesive sheets make these very detailed tumblers so easy. And to get the vinyl on there, what we did was we pulled up that seat of the side of the double-sided adhesive sheet, and instead of putting glitter there, we just laid the vinyl down that we cut in the exact same pattern. So the double-sided adhesive sheet and this vinyl was cut in the same pattern, and I just placed sections of that vinyl in sections of that double-sided adhesive sheet instead of glitter. And that's how we got that vinyl on there to lay there perfectly. Should put my initials on it using the vinyl. Let's be honest, I probably won't keep this cup. I need cups desperately because it's hot tea and hot cocoa season. So I'm using one every day. And this morning I had to use one of Ivan's because he uses just plain white ones or silver ones. Because I've never made my husband cups. I've made him one cup. In all these years, I've made my husband one cup. And he's like, it's too big. It's 30 ounces. I'm not going to drink 30 ounces of coffee. Nikki goes, okay, put my initials on it then. Fine. All right. Love it. Love it. All right. So this one, I will actually just go in. So what I will do with these cups is I will take a little swoosh of UV resin, whoop, right there, just a little bit, and a little along the top and a little on the bottom, and I will cure it. That's going to hold this in place. That makes sure, because if this seam where I overlapped it, if a little epoxy gets under there because of the little of this glitter, like lets it leach in there just a little bit, it's going to help. It's going to release the sticky. But by putting a little swoosh of UV resin, like literally, like not thick, just like a little swoosh over the top and curing it, nothing will be able to leak inside the seam on the top or the bottom or along that seam. So when you put your epoxy on, it's going to, it can't leak into the edges and lift your design off. Okay. So this doesn't need to be spray sealed because this glitter is already spray sealed. Nikki, I got it on Amazon, and I just searched, if you search Tumbler Burst template or Burst templates, and then it was like right on the first page. And I just hunted until I found it. Yeah, it's super pretty. I was in love. It doesn't look like this in the photo though, because she's done what I want to do with the opposites. And I believe she has both designs in her shop. I just bought this one. Yes, I got it on Etsy. All right. Does anybody want to see the collection for today really quick before I jump out of here? Because I got to go take care of my kids. My husband's probably losing his mind up there. We got Jet, who's sick. We can't let anybody around her. She is confirmed flu, and we are leaving on Thursday for Christmas. And I'm like, I cannot have a house full of kids with the flu. So the kids are, don't touch anything around Jetsy. Don't look at her tablet. Don't get, because they want to watch her play on. She's playing. You're allowed to have their tablets when they're sick. And so she's just, and they want to they slowly get closer to watching her play on her tablet. Like, get out, you rascal. Okay, sorry, I kind of threw everything. Okay, so I'm going to go through it really, really quick. Sorry, I dropped a bunch of this. So today I used our double-sided adhesive sheets. I used a piece of our printable vinyl, which you don't have to use printable vinyl for the backing. That's just all I have in here. And here is the collection. Okay, there's some things that are in the collection that are not in the designer pack. They just launched at the same time, so I'll show you guys those in a minute as well. Okay, in the collection, there's a lot. There's my scissors. Can't with myself sometimes. I cannot with myself. Okay, so in the collection, $21. It is a resin rhinestone set. You get 100 grams. This will do a 30-ounce tumbler. This is the rhinestones. It is a blue, kind of very bright ocean blue AB stones. These electric purple stones. If you put those purple stones on a black base, they're going to be amazing. Just saying. Okay, those are your rhinestones. I made a clip. Okay, you get 100 grams. You got 2 epoxy caviars. If you haven't seen these are pearls. You can use these just like glitter. You can use them just how you would glitter. You can put them down in your little charms. You can put them down in your little molds. They work in your epoxies and your UV resins. They look really pretty in snow globe tumblers. I like to put a lot, so it kind of makes a little pile along the bottom. It looks like little diamonds, or colored diamonds, or like colored stones, or this would be like amethyst, little diamonds inside your snow globes. Yes. Oh, you needed these stones this week. You're like, that would have been convenient. Then there's 2 molds. You get it's a 3D bird. It makes a larger bird and a little baby bird, big and little. and little earrings with birds on a little swirl. Okay, these are the 2 molds. Okay, then you're going to have the pendant. These are individually, we can buy these individually as well, one at a time. Then you have your full sheet wraps. You get the big, this will wrap a 20 ounce. This is a 20 ounce size. That's a full sheet. And then you have the simulated glitter ombre. Okay, these are your full sheets. This will go on to up to a 22 ounce. You can cut it down to size. These, we make them so you can put them on any tumbler. This one is specifically sized because of the specific pattern it is. It needs to be specific for a certain size. Otherwise, if you cut it, it wouldn't look right. So this one is for a 20 ounce, a standard 20 ounce. Some 20 ounce have slight variations, so you might still have to cut a little hint off the edges. Like I said, like I did on this last one, but you should be good. All right, and then this is a full. Okay, so those are your double, those are you're getting only 2 full sheets in this one. You're getting a lot of little individual ones. This is the cup that I have been holding for this collection specifically. I have not used this. I've wanted to put decals on this that look beautiful for this, like the one that said the In Our Hearts Forever one with the feathers. I've been, but I'm nope. You have a collection coming for this specific tumbler. And this is that collection. So these are the sparrows that are on. This is a double glitter peekaboo, right? And those are the sparrows. And I had these made, more sparrows to make my busy little cup. Okay, so we've got sparrows in all the different sizes. You can make a keychain. You can wrap a pen. So you have a keychain, pen, and tumbler set. And a couple of the little sparrows for these, right? Oh, okay, sparrows. Butterflies. These are all individual. You can speck them all around the cup. That's why we're doing these multi ones, so they can be spot, stuck wherever you want. Okay. Then you have the arrow with the feathers. Oh, I know where that's going. I was thinking on this one, putting the birds and making the birds look like they're, this is another, the birds is the next one. Birds on a branch. There's 2 birds on a branch. It's 2 different style branches. I was thinking putting them across, but look at this. I might not be doing the arrows like I said, because look at that. Oh, that's going to be perfect on there. That's where that's going. Okay, so this decal with the feathers and the arrow. I got to get a smooth surface on this cup, and this is going right there. Sorry, Deb. Sorry, Deb. Go buy y'all, to get this collection, go buy our gift card that's buy one, get one, give one. Buy one, spend $100, get a $100 gift card, get a $15 gift card with it. So you get a free $15, and then it automatically triggers $5 to be donated to something, like gift card just randomly given to somebody else in the group. So you're helping somebody else out, but you're getting $115 for $100. And then this is on sale already for, I lost my price sheet. Nope, that's not my price sheet. Oh, here it is. It's regular price $104. It's on sale for $74.75. So you're getting a screaming deal, and $15 of that would be free. So that's $60, and you get the whole set with all the things. You get all the things. Go get it. I'm a very, very big bargain hunter, so I will always tell you and find these deals for you guys. Okay, I'm still going. Okay, so then you have those. You have the 2. You have the sparrows that comes in the designer pack. You have the butterflies that come in the designer pack. You have the birds on the branch that comes in the designer pack. This is another bird on the branch, different type of branch, little different type of birds. Well, similar birds. Now these look more like cardinals because that one has a little off the back. Okay, then you have the pretty flower pieces. You have this with the cherry blossoms and the butterflies. You have the feather. I love this. Okay, you have the feather. You have the big Gerber daisy. Obsessed. And then you have the splotchity splotch. This can go anywhere on your tumbler, and then you can put anything with the black and white like words. So it's like, be the energy you want to attract. This was going to be one decal. I was like, you know what? Let's make it 2, and you can use this for anything. So you could put the birds across it. Okay, birds across it. You can put the words on it. You can put the feather through it. Kind of disappears on there. I personally wouldn't put the feather, but I'm just saying, like, you can, or any other decal that you have that has words, This is, you can do a splotch. Let's say you do a black cup, like what cup with Vader, but you're like, it's not, you're never going to see the decal. You can splotch, throw your little watercolor splotch on there and then put your monogram over the top of this so you can see it. Okay. So these have been fun. These have been real popular. These backings, super popular. They have been selling out very quick. So we know you love them. All right. So the whole purpose of these collections is to help you guys have a one-stop shop. Get a bunch. You can get one collection, and then you just need the tumbler and the epoxy and the little epoxy tools you need, and you can make a whole bunch of matching, fun, creative things. And you don't have to do. It takes the guesswork out of it. And like I was saying, if you have a booth, like if you do a farmer's market, it's very appealing to the eye to have sections in your booth that work together. So like if you are, you can do like one section that's American flag, and then next to it do all like your aqua colored themed tumblers, and like all in the same vibe, like a very hippie vibe, but have like little sections. So if you put everything out and it's chaotic, it's a little hodgepodgey, it mentally, it doesn't mean your product is this, but it mentally puts somebody in the state of they're at a garage sale. Because the garage sale, there's just a bunch of stuff all over the place. So they walk into a thrift shop and there's a bunch of things. When you have like a vibe and you create an environment and you have a feel to your booth, it draws people in. It feels more like a boutique than like a yard sale table. And so that is your goal, is look at your table with a discerning eye of, does this make you, even yourself, want to shop? And I say this with love. You guys know, I go to these markets every weekend. And of course, I do not say anything to the people that I'm shopping from, but I'm always like, I mean, your booth looks like a yard sale. It's just a bunch of crap. It's just like a bunch of things that they've just kind of made because they feel like making it or trying this or trying that. You can tell that they're trying out different crafts and having fun doing little things. And then they're trying to make money off of it, but there's no vibe, no feeling. There's not even cloths on the table. Like, it's just chaos. And so it feels like a yard sale, which is fine if you have yard sale prices. If you were like, these cups are all $5, I'm just learning this craft, I'm having a blast, I'm just trying to recoup some of my money that I put into it while I hone my skill. Even telling this to people, be like, you know, these cups are all discounted to $10. It basically just covers my supplies so I can buy more supplies and keep practicing and really hone in my business. That's fine. But if you're trying to sell a tumbler for $80 and it's just kind of hodgepodged in there with a whole bunch of $80 tumblers and there's nothing there, you haven't created that feeling that makes that person be like, ooh, like that. You have to find that niche person that specifically in their brain wants that one thing, right? Yes, Tish says it's less overwhelming. So when you buy a collection like this, what we do this on purpose, guys. There's a reason to our crazy. When you buy a collection like this, you can make like 20 cups from this that all have the same cohesive color scheme, look, vibe. They don't have to be identical, just the same kind of cohesion to them. So when you put them on your booth, get some of those pretty wine crates and like stacks or like things that mix and elevate your booth. Don't just put everything across the table. Have things elevated and just make a display on your booth and have a section of your display that's all in these beautiful purples and aquas. And then next to it, maybe do all things that are like fuchsias and purples. And then next to that goes into like, you know, light pink and light blue, and just have like your table that goes, plan your tables, plan your markets with thoughts and thought process behind it. Not just like, oh, I saw Summer make this pretty cup, I want to try it, and I'm going to make one and I'm going to try sell it. You have to stop and think. Sometimes, I'm not saying don't make the cup, but I'm saying you have to put that into your brain of like, I want to practice this style. I've never done it before. This is me depositing into my skill bank, not necessarily going to make money from it. Because like for me, when I was in beauty school, I didn't make any money, but I went to school and I cut a crap ton of hair and did a million perms, and I'm really good with ethnic hair. So I got all the crazy frizzy, and I was doing all the chemical relaxers and all that. I was doing all that stuff because I'm very skilled with it. And all the different coarse hairs and the like Asian, I'm very comfortable with all of it. So I wasn't intimidated by in beauty school. So they would give them all to me in beauty school because I was so confident with it. But all of that was me depositing into my bank. I didn't make any money from it. It was me building my skill, building my confidence, and getting really good at what I do. And pants whales, I'm a phenomenal hairstylist. You guys would never know by my hair. I do not put 5 minutes into myself personally. But when I do someone else's hair, I can do it with my eyes closed and they will walk out looking like $1,000,000. I'm very, very good because in beauty school, I deposited into my bank, into my knowledge bank. So sometimes creating a cup, it's going to cost you $20 in products, but you are learning about epoxy and you're learning like, ooh, how to get over your fear of fish eyes, how to get bubbles out of your tumblers. Da, da, da. You can't just walk in and make money. So don't look at every tumbler as part of your business. It's all part of your business, but look at some of the tumblers that you make as these are never going to go on my booth because they don't match my booth. They don't go with the vibe that I'm going to go for at my booth. But this is me depositing into my skill bank so that I can make everything for my booth absolutely beautiful, right? Because we as crafters, we just like making stuff, right? But sometimes when you just make stuff, that's your skill bank. Give it to a friend, make them teacher's gifts, things that you're going to give away or things that you're going to sell to your family super cheap and not worry about just to recover your money. Or have the first booth you ever do be just recouping my money time. And be like, and to be honest with people, like I'm learning this skill. I'm having a blast doing it. All my things are very expensive just to recover my costs so I can keep playing and keep working on my mental health. I love this. And then once your skill gets up there and you really hone in and you now start making a little extra money, start adding like $2 to the cost of your cup and just say, I sold 20 cups today. I made $2 on each one. I got $40. I'm going to go buy 4 of those really pretty wine crates and I'm going to paint them to match the vibes that I'm going to go with on my Tumbler booth and have a feeling. And I will tell you, this works. I went to a huge craft convention. This still sticks in my brain, you guys. This still sticks in my brain. I went to a huge Pinterest craft convention in San Diego. And there was a booth there. And she had a beautiful backdrop. She didn't just have a tent. She took the framing of the tent and she had made a pallet walls that she brought in. It's a lot of work. But she brought in pallet walls. She had taken plywood and just done the pretty slat pallet walls. And she then was able to hook them on the frame of what would normally be a tent. And she made it a creation. The inside of her booth felt like you were inside of a little farmhouse. And then she had brought a huge area rug. And she had it anchored down. She actually brought stakes and the edges were all anchored down for safety, right? So people walking, like if it was, she wasn't on grass. She didn't happen to be on grass, but she said, because I asked her a million questions. She said, yeah, I can anchor it down into this, it holds it down so it's safe. No one can catch their toe on it. But it was like this, it almost looked like a doily kind of look. And then she had her booths all done shabby chic. And everything in her booth was shabby chic, but she sold shoes, purses, hats, scarves, cups, keychains, everything. But it was all done shabby chic. And her booth was swamped and her prices were high and people were shopping because her booth had a vibe. And she's like, it's a ton of work, but I make so much money because I create this environment that they're walking along and they're seeing this guy, he's got wooden signs and there's just a bunch of wooden signs kind of, and then they walk into my booth and it gives them a feeling and it makes them want to take that feeling home. So like, it makes them love that purse a little more. It makes them love this thing a little bit more. Yes. So, and that was 10 years ago and that sticks with me. And I don't do booths. I don't do vendor booths. I have done them. I did them back then. But what happened was right when I was getting into where I would do that, Literally and Rose exploded. So I have a warehouse booth. So I never developed a booth. I would have done exactly what she did. And I probably would have even done barn house, shabby, chicy feel, because that's my vibe, right? And the people who were shopping in there didn't have that look like me. I always kind of looked like an Olsen twin. I love the baggy clothes, the shabby chicness. This is before kids. Now I'm just kind of like, whatever is clean and doesn't smell in my closet, and I'll just throw whatever on. But not because I'm a mom now, but and I know that's not a thing, but it is for me because I'm like, I put all my energy into this business, into my kids, into my husband, into our ranch, into our life. And right now it's into creating the holiday spirit. But when you create and you're not going to just get there overnight. You're not going to be there overnight. You're not going to like wake up and be like, I have $700 to build a booth. Because that stuff costs money, right? You can get pallets for free behind Home Depot, but you still got to buy the little piece of wood. You have to have the ability to haul it and transfer it. She had a really cool little trolley wagon, which we have here in the warehouse that we move boxes around with. And she's like, I put it on this little trolley and I haul it in from my car. But she's like, it's a lot of work, but I make a lot more money doing my booth this way. Now, I'm not saying go get a rug, but just think about your booth and creating an environment. Like the people with those big banners that they put behind, they have your information on them, but nobody is taking that information down. Nobody is gonna. Even if she had one of those 10 years later, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I remember the name of her business. I remember the vibe of her booth. That's what I remember. So those big ones, those big banners, I'm not a fan. Doesn't mean you can't have a big sign. I just wouldn't do it on that vinyl plastic thing that makes a big rectangle. I would have a sign created, or I would create something with wood or something of thing with my like logo and have it lasered into a wood or something really pretty and like a little display, something. So yeah. Anyway, but that's just my personal thing. Y'all have different. Now I will tell you another one. This was from probably 5 years ago, 4 years ago, years ago. Somebody has a food truck, and wherever city they're in, they got a license to serve alcohol out of their food truck. And of course, it has to be priced certain vendor events that she signs into. She sublimates cups, and she sells margaritas in a sublimated cup. And she sells them for $35. And she sells out at every event that she does. She's got a frozen margarita machine. She's got all like 4 flavors of frozen margaritas. You walk up to her booth. She has a wall of tumblers with all different designs and fun things on them. And you can either get a frozen margarita in a regular cup for $15, or for $20 more, you can get it in this one that's going to keep it frozen for 5 hours, because it's a double-walled stainless steel, and she markets it that like this. It's 100 degrees outside. That's going to melt in 5 minutes, or you can get one of these fun tumblers. And she's like, and then she does like refills for like $7 or something, and she sells crap tons of them. Now I don't know the legals behind that. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm just saying that is somebody thinking outside of the box. They're combining 2 businesses, right? She's selling a bajunk of tumblers. And she does sublimation on them. She's like, I keep it easy on myself because I do so many of them. And we spend all week pressing hundreds of tumblers. And then we spend all Saturday selling hundreds of margaritas and hundreds of tumblers. It's the same. And it doesn't even have to be margaritas. You can just do Slurpees. I don't know. Just saying. Lemonades. Yeah, create a space like a brick and mortar. Yeah. Super smart. I thought it was awesome that she was sharing too, because I'm like, she could have just kept that in her nugget back pocket. Now, getting a liquor license that way, I know it's not going to be that easy. That I can't imagine. And I was like, ooh, she went through some work to get that liquor license. And she probably pays a crap ton. She's probably working in with these big, like, events like Mardi Gras, and like in California, we have like, what's it called? Stagecoach, and the big concert venues, and they serve alcohol there. So, on that property, they can serve alcohol. So probably as long as she comes with a liquor license for her business, she can sell there. So, but it's probably cost her a pretty penny. I bet she's paying $1,000, $2,000 for a space or whatever, but she's cranking. Anyway, I get carried away talking to you guys. My goal though is, and sometimes I get carried away in all the new products and the glitter and the sparklies, and we don't talk about business enough. And if you have not picked up, my brain is very business oriented. I could make a business out of used shoes. My brain can create anything into a business. I have literally sat when I get on an airplane next to a young person. I'm like, this is what you should do. Go get a pen and paper out. Let me tell you what you should do. I would have 8 more businesses. I just don't have the bandwidth for 8 more businesses. If I was single and I didn't have my kids, we would be cruising. We would be cruising in businesses. I'm just one person. We're going to focus on Lily and Rose. My brain is mashed potatoes between triplets and my husband and my kids and this business, this one business. And now I'm going to have a new one. So anyway, you guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. Go check out the website, iwantglitter.com. There's a bunch of stuff up there. This beautiful new collection. This is what we got started because I was trying to explain why these collections mean so much to me, is that I'm trying to help you create a vibe, create a bunch of tumblers that have a similar look, style to them, and get your brain thinking, like narrow it down to a vibe. If I walked by a booth and every single thing in the booth was in these beautiful rich tones like this, jewel tones, everything, and not just stuff that you make. Half the things in her booth were display. They weren't even for sale. She had a lamp, she had a chandelier, she had like, and that stuff wasn't for sale. It was part of the vibe to sell the handbags and the scarves and the little things that she had in there. Right? See you later. I'm sure my husband's going crazy. I love you all. Bye, guys.